The time has finally come. Howdy gspree gang. I've been wanting to talk about Far Far West for a long time, and although there's no huge update recently and the game is still in early access, this is still so worth checking out because there is so much meta progression for you and I to get our grubby little hands on. Plus, it's only going to get better, so let me tell you about it. If you're interested in indie games or just a wide variety of gaming commentary, feel free to subscribe and check out my catalog because I do this every other Monday. And I have an Overstock channel if you're interested in just non-commentary funny moments, stuff like that. That's my shill. Let's get on to the video.
Oh, yippee.
Just what we wanted, an alive Matt.
Oh.
Well, one of them has a machine gun, by the way, so that's cool.
All they had to do was speak, and there was no longer an alive Matt.
Far Far West is a great example of why I sink my time into roguelite games instead of story-driven games. And I know Far Far West isn't technically a roguelite, but there's just a lot of overlap, I feel. I just feel like I'm in my element when I'm playing a game that is mission-based, and once those missions are completed, you take your resources that you gathered to upgrade yourself so you can do harder missions or just more missions in general to unlock more stuff. Though there's no real risk of losing progress in Far Far West, you just don't get much XP if you fail a mission. Though I still kind of feel like I'm in the roguelite element because this is a mission-based game where you play through the mission, you take what you earned from completing those missions or lack thereof to upgrade yourself and have a better chance at doing higher level difficulty missions. Because there's really no risk of losing your overall progress when you fail a mission, you just don't get as much XP as if you were to actually complete the mission. So honestly, having this talk has really helped me understand why Far Far West is not a roguelite, so I'm going to stop trying to play it like a roguelite and actually just enjoy the game as I want to on normal difficulty. So thanks for this. But if you get satisfied by making progress by progressing, then this game is perfect. The leveling system allows you to pick specific upgrades for both yourself and your weapons. You hit a cap, you prestige, you do it all over again, except you can go a little bit further this time. I talked about Helldivers 2 recently, and unless my friends are influencing me, I am reaching for Far Far West first every time. Pretty much every gripe I had with Helldivers 2 is remedied in Far Far West. There's quicker progression, my weapon and myself can both be upgraded outside of missions. Unlocking new weapons and spells is a lot more straightforward. You earn XP for both of them just by playing and completing missions with them, and then you can, with spells, unlock better spells of the same class, and with weapons, you just target a specific weapon that you want, and then you do things around the map and get weapon fragments, and then once you have enough weapon fragments, you can get the gun, and then you just have it. And then those guns can be leveled up with that XP to upgrade stuff like damage and reload and clip size and some other stuff. So progression just feels a lot better in general too. I can also do whatever missions I want, go wherever I want to go, and take on difficulties that actually kind of make sense. Then since this progression is all for my own gain, I don't feel useless when I complete a mission and then see that I liberated 0.00001% of this bum-ass planet in some outer rim skirts of the galaxy. Despite the negative connotation, I don't hate Helldivers 2. It definitely comes down to a skill issue at some point, and honestly, I just really am drawn to Far Far West for a few of these reasons that I was really searching for in Helldivers 2 and just wasn't finding. But Far Far West isn't by any means a perfect game. I just want to talk about it and show you what I like about it. Then the final section of this video is going to be me talking about what my hopes are for the future of this game and kind of just leaving it with an optimistic view of what's to come. What in the world? Oh my goodness! Look out! Don't look up! Matt, whatever you do, don't look up!
I'm looking up, I'm looking up.
It's like a locust storm up here. First off, Far Far West is an excellent example of a group of indie developers just doing something right. And the biggest takeaway I can give you right off rip is that I am excited to see where this game goes, and I have continued to revisit this game between updates over story-driven games. For a game that's in early access, that's saying a lot in my opinion. There are a lot of reasons that games just die in early access, and Far Far West has expertly crafted an avenue around all of these pitfalls. There's a lot to experience and play around with, and it's all available right now. Missions have enough interchangeable variables so that they stay fresh and allow a lot of replayability without it getting stale. You may disagree if you get tired of maps easily, but I will rebuttal with this. There are 5 maps available early on and 2 more that you can unlock through kind of map challenges, which I haven't even unlocked yet, and I don't really feel the need to because I'm satisfied with what I have right now. And I'm kind of just prioritizing leveling up my weapons and spells right now. Plus, I more so care about the content of the missions versus the environment environment because I'm used to indie games with fewer environments or just procedurally generated environments, so that it kind of changes whenever you start a new run. I also have hundreds of hours in Risk of Rain 2 pre-DLC, so you know I'm loyal. The developers, Evil Raptor, also released a future content plan rather than a roadmap, which is equally as respectable, but just makes me a little bit more antsy. Basically, having a future content plan instead of a set roadmap allows them to have time to pick and choose kind of what they want and what they feel the game needs based on feedback. It also pushes back a deadline so they don't have an exact date for things to be expected to be ready by, which just allows them to fine-tune things and make sure that everything is polished and looks good for their end product. But at the same time, there's a lot of content in the game right now, so I'm kind of curious what's preventing them, or like what they vision a 1.0 looks like, because they have a full game in my eyes. But I am optimistic. I know this is a small team. I know the team is growing, and I know they're doing good work. And also, I know that indie games in early access can take a while to be in early access. I think it's kind of funny when we have AA games like Subnautica hit the normie audience and it's in early access, and people are just like astounded that it's going to be in early access for at least 2 years. This is something that Subnautica put out a statement for. It's going to take at least 2 years for this game to officially hit 1.0. And the normie gaming audience just isn't used to that, so they're just like, why, what's going on here? But these things take time, and we're gonna give it time. We're gonna see slow updates throughout these 2 or plus years or however long, and then we're gonna get a final product, and it's gonna be a finished game, and maybe they're gonna release some more content in the future. But typically with indie games, they kind of release the 1.0, fix a couple things on the back end as they come up, and it's possible that they have more DLC coming out, and it's possible that they're just gonna go on to their next project. This is Evil Raptor's 3rd project, and they've had a different publisher on every single one of their games, so it could be that the publisher just kind of wants to cut it off. Maybe they'll pay for having more content specifically in this game. Otherwise, Evil Raptor may just go on to their next project. I didn't know that a Kimbot was made by them. I remember checking this out during an X-Fest a couple of years ago, so I'm definitely going to pick this up. It's on sale right now, and I'm just going to play through it because I really enjoy their stuff. And you can also kind of see just the different stylized changes between games and see the evolution of their products. But anyway, new stuff coming to Far Far West. Let's check it out. New maps plural are on the way, as well as I believe a slight rework / tweak to one of the existing maps, along with a new spell school in Ice, which I believe they've been toying with for a while, so I'm sure we'll see that in the next full content update that comes out. And there's going to be new points of interest for side missions and cosmetics, as well as tons of new jokers, which act as ways to customize the feel of yourself and your weapons and kind of gear it towards your playstyle. For instance, I've been back on the quad-cylinder rifle, the default primary weapon in the game, and I have a joker on it that increases the damage by like 20%, but makes it so that I have realistic magazines, so if I reload with bullets left in the magazine, I just toss them out. Then I got 2 jokers on myself, which decrease my gravity and give me just more mobility in the air. These jokers' effects range far and wide and have 5 increasing rarities, as well as a unique rarity, which I believe is 2 jokers that are weapon specific. There's also a whole new weapon class, which allows you to bring the fight to the cryptids in close quarters melee. And finally, a whole new enemy faction called Zerkers, stylized after aliens, because what's a good cowboy game without outer worldly creatures? But like, what aspects of this game drew me in the first place? Have you seen this game? Like really looked at it? The art style was the initial thing that pulled me in. I can't describe it, but like the lighting is beautiful, the coloring is insert a synonym of beautiful here. And the animation style is just so clean and emits a sort of whimsy that I've been looking for while also providing an awesome product. Not to mention the guns are snappy and responsive. They feel good to shoot and they sound good to shoot too. Just like everything else in this game, these sound effects make my ears want to soak up every single drop of an audio file possible. This game just feels so fluid and pleases all of my senses. I'm going to talk about my favorite spells now. There was a topic transitioner in there somewhere, but I lost it along the way. There's currently 5 like schools of spells or categories of spells, and the 6th is going to be that ice one I talked about earlier. But we currently have fire, electric, acid, purple, and cactus. I've fully unlocked everything but purple, which I'm working through currently, so a lot of this B-roll stuff behind me is going to be using it. It's kind of voodoo vibes, healing, mind control, rituals, that sort of thing. I could totally say I have a favorite when it comes to these spells. It would come with a lot of butts afterwards, but I totally could. The way that these spell categories work is that as you level them up, you unlock different spells from that category. There's 4 or 5. I don't remember. I think there's 5. 5 final answer. I'm gonna go with 5. Give me 5! All right. I don't know if that was right or not. I'm just going to spitball here, but I'm pretty sure you unlock your 2nd spell in a category at level 8. And then I'm going to say at like level 15 and then 22 or 5 and then level 35. I guess there's another one in there somewhere. But the big thing is that you get like the ultimate ability of that category at level 35. I started with the cactus because I really wanted the big like sentry golem cactus to walk around, and you can shoot the cactus with your secondary to give it an element that you choose. So you can make it this gigantic cactus that's on fire, because literally nothing is more scary than something that's super scary that's also on fire. But I love him. He's perfect. And the utility that's offered by this cactus is just so beautiful and immaculate. Level 1 spell is your mine. You throw out a little mine. It's like the potato mine in Plants vs. Zombies. You also get this little pistolero guy. He's a cactus. That's basically an auto turret that stays stationary. He doesn't move, but you can have like 2 or 3 of them up at a time. Then you also can throw out a wall of cactus, which enemies can walk into and take cactus damage. And then you have a decoy guy that just kind of dances around and then blows up. AKA, cactus abilities are really good at locking down objectives. After I hit level 35 with cactus, I used it for a while, but then swapped to leveling up some other stuff, and I just went down the list. So I started with fire. Fire is super fun because you can literally just burn everything. There's also a wisp that like follows you around and then autonomously runs to other stuff and burns that stuff too. Then the ultimate for this category is that it replaces your weapon with finger guns. I'm pretty sure it's explosive finger guns that last an incredible amount of time. I think it's probably like 15 seconds, but it feels like a minute. The electricity category is kind of like the tricksters. I keep that Boeing strapped to my hip so that I can immediately jump out at any point of danger and, you know, just kind of look at stuff as I'm slowly floating away with my negative like 50% gravity. You can also drop portals and swap places with enemies, and then the ultimate is like a meteor strike. It's like a Doomfist meteor strike. It is so fun. You jump into the sky and slam down LeBron! It's very satisfying. Just like the acid tree, which pretty much every single one of these abilities is the same. It's just a slightly different way to throw acid on the enemies. The ultimate is a super wide area of effect acid rain cloud that just disintegrates enemies. So seriously, I could not pick a favorite. I know this is basically an overview video at this point, but there's just so much good content in the game, and I'm still trying to like figure out what I want to do on YouTube and what I kind of want to talk about in different videos. So whenever I want to talk about a game that's kind of in the roguelite area, or at least just like an indie game, I kind of just gravitate towards what's familiar. So since we're at it, let's talk missions before I wrap up my thoughts. Missions consist of a variety of main objectives randomly mixed with one of 4 unique bosses. Can I one-shot the boss?
I don't know. Can we? Let's find out.
There's a nuke right here. So possibly.
Go for it.
All right. Bang.
Oh,
bang.
Oh, it's actually a saloon.
Oh, that didn't do much of anything at all.
That did. Wow, a nuke did that little damage.
It's a saloon. I mean, come on. Maybe the radiation will get it. Well, let's come back in like 5 to 10 years. Is it? Oh, it's the train? I haven't thought about train before. Oh, we got a cool though.
Train!
Is this like a human centipede situation? Is this a continuation of that Cars human centipede pipeline?
I was about to tell you, let me tell you about the Cars 2 to human centipede pipeline.
Yay! Oh, fragment! These main objectives have no correspondence to the boss, but I typically pick one of the other 6 missions that aren't crafting a gas bomb because my brain can't remember what's going on the screen, so that I can, you know, you got to play a little bit of a memory game while also being converged on by cryptids. And there's like 4 or 5 different phases of it that gets progressively more difficult, so it's just like more stuff that you have to remember. It's just like pattern recognition kind of. Not even recognition, you just have to remember it and then pull a specific like thing and put it into the compactor. I'm doing a poor job of explaining this. Who cares? I just don't like it because I don't have a memory. There's like 8 objectives, but no matter which one you pick, there's a really high chance that you're just gonna blow up the ending like boss area, which I don't really get what the main objective like aims to do, because you are just blowing up an area where the boss isn't at yet. So I don't know the lore behind boss spawnings in Far Far West just yet. So the memory game crafts a gas bomb. You can also craft an overloaded TNT missile type thing, I believe. Destroy a cryptic totem by clearing 2 waves of large hordes of enemies. Fire a laser cannon. It's already right there. Huh? Oh my. Are we getting lobotomized? Is that a lobotomy gun?
No, we lobotomize somebody else.
Circle.
Press the correct
Red square.
buttons.
Press. Blue circle. red square.
I could do the funniest thing. Right
green
now.
triangle.
Playing Simon Says.
Red square. Green triangle. Red square. Green triangle. Blue circle. You motherfucker.
That was, I swear to God, that was not me. I've been staring at the green triangle forever. And then
Somebody
that comes
press as I was going to.
Oh my
Ow.
God. Hey, baby girl, you make me do that.
That's crazy.
Me after 10 minutes with my girl.
You make me rake on a small village.
You make me wipe a small civilization off the face of the planet.
You can also launch a nuclear missile or drive a gigantic drill into the boss spawner. Also, look-key, one of my favorites because of association, there is an escort, a payload of explosives to the boss, and I think it's pretty easy to tell why this is one of my favorites. Yeah, payload
At the boss spawner. Yay, Overwatch!
Overwatch.
I'm Winton. I want to be Winton.
I call Winton.
No, I called Winton first.
Are we 10-year-olds on a playground now?
Yep. I called Winton first.
How many kids do you think are role-playing Winston on the school playground?
Probably a lot.
I hope
Not very many.
Really?
No, I want to be Big Monkey.
Yeah, I don't think kids use their imagination anymore. Finally, you can fire this nitro cannon. Oh, yes. Who wants to press buttons?
Oh.
Oh, me, I want to press
Don't
buttons.
worry, I'll take care of it. They're all spawning on my side.
Okay, we heating up the cannon.
Ooh.
That cannon being heated.
The cannon is in heat.
Hey, yo.
It's gonna
The cannon
shoot.
is cold. If you're
Shoot
cold, the
at
cannon
any
is cold.
moment.
Bring the cannon inside.
Hell yeah.
What the hell? What the hell?
We're blowing up a city-state. Most of these missions are multi-step and you get attacked by larger amounts of cryptids throughout it, but it hits you with a strength/skill check before the boss does. Loading into a new mission and opening the map also reveals a location of the map's NPC. These interactive NPCs have little missions that allow you to unlock some stuff out of the game, like some cosmetics or a new map or something, but they just help add life and character to the game, which is just, it's a beautiful thing. It's a whimsical thing. Them darn pumpkins, I hate them! Keep smashing them till they stay dead.
Pumpkins, smash these pumpkins,
Okay,
goddamn.
we're helping the schizophrenic farmer clear his crops. Stop right there, criminal clanker. Don't tell me you're operating a horse without a valid B_34 plus 50 equals
I love it.
84
That's so
administrative equestrian license. This
Parkour
paperwork is
the
the only
exam
thing
of your
keeping the
writer's
civilization from
license.
collapsing, as we all know, the Far Far West is built on strict discipline and impeccable filing. Hello, railroad worker.
Hello.
Sure, let's do this. What are we doing? Stay with the signal zone to download data. Oh, I'm playing on my iPad. I gotta, can you follow me? I'm playing
Bro's
on my
licking
iPad.
the screen.
Hold on. The map also marks 3 side missions, which take even less time to do than the main objectives, and land you a good chunk of change as well as a joker to assist you with this mission. Huzzah! Oh my god! This is a WWE
my God, what the-
confetti gif right there. Honestly, I feel like that covers just about everything with where I'm at with Far Far West. Also, keep in mind that this game's first demo released to the public earlier this year with early access dropping in April. I'm going to shoot a guesstimate based on what's currently available in the game as well as the stuff that's projected to come out. I feel like we could see a full 1.0 release this time next year, if not at least have a date for it. Again, I know this takes some time and I don't know if the developers have any other things that they want to do before they officially call it 1.0 or what they kind of want to do with the game in general. So anyway, I think I'm gonna give my last final thoughts on kind of what I'm hoping to see from Far Far West outside of the content plan, maybe part of the content plan, but just kind of anywhere between now and 1.0 and then even possibly afterwards. Now again, I know Far Far West is not a roguelite, but I'm going to still compare it as such. So games like Hades and Windblown where there is an overarching story. Now Windblown doesn't have 1.0 yet, the story isn't completed, but it's kind of getting there, right? And Hades has obviously a complete story because the game's been out forever. I haven't played Hades 2, so I can't speak on Hades 2, but I'm sure it's about the same. As you beat the boss more, you unlock more of the story and the world evolves around you, which I think is really cool. Even though I didn't pay the most attention to the overall story of Hades, I kind of got the vibe, right? And I'm just looking for some kind of lore, some kind of reason that we're in this cowboy scenario, why we're kind of here, why we're going from map to map and just doing stuff. Like we're paying respects to graves in each of these maps, we're collecting music discs in each of these maps and doing some other hidden missions along the way. But there is nothing that's kind of bringing people back and like really deepening the lore of the world around us. Not to say that it needs a story, because again, Risk of Rain 2, I've played hundreds of hours in there. I have not fully read a logbook for anything in that game ever. I haven't even watched like a lore video on Risk of Rain 2. I'm assuming that they exist, but like there's enough story to piece stuff together in Risk of Rain 2. But honestly, Risk of Rain 2 just doesn't need a story because there's not a lot of NPCs to interact with. But in Far Far West, there are NPCs to interact with, and there is this kind of world that's already built and living. Like, you are around other people. You can go over to people in the bar and they say stuff, right? You can go to the shopkeepers and they say things. You can find a marauder that's in jail with the sheriff is just sitting outside, just kind of hanging out. And then again, the NPCs in each of these maps have roles to play, but they don't really like intertwine with anything. The world is just kind of stagnant no matter what your progress is. And back to Helldivers, there's no real story, just like context to what's going on, right? You have Super Earth trying to take back planets and stuff against these different factions of enemies, and there's kind of a community built lore going on because there's, you know, they're going back and forth between different planets and taking over different planets or getting taken over by a certain faction on a certain planet, and, you know, stuff like that. So there's at least like a reason to do it, right? But with Far Far West, I don't have like a reason. There's enough stuff going on in Far Far West to have a reason, but like how Risk of Rain 2 does it, they just don't have anything. You're just kind of in the game, and then that's it. You don't have to talk to anybody, you don't have to interact with anything. There are no NPCs in Risk of Rain 2. I could be wrong with all this new DLC stuff coming out, but pretty sure there's just not a whole lot going on apart from you and the boss. And this is really convoluted. This was a section that I didn't write anything down for, so this is why I need to script my videos, because it's gibberish if not. Anyway, next thing, what happens when I upgrade everything, right? We're back to Risk of Rain 2, because in Risk of Rain 2, you get all the achievements, you unlock all your skins, you do everything. That's it. Then what? You know, you just play the game because just for the hell of it, just for the fun of it, right? But there's also just so much more stuff coming to the game, so it's not going to get stale anytime soon. And once you get 1.0 in the game, then still at that point, it's going to be like, what, it's like $20 right now, right? So $20, I've already played this game for like 30 hours, well worth the 20 bucks. Like well worth the 20 bucks. I'm gonna cut some of this rambling out, so I don't know where I was or where I'm going, but a new video on the Overstock channel this Wednesday for Far Far West, just a whole bunch of extra stuff, honestly. So if you're interested in more gameplay on Far Far West, feel free to check that out. As usual, appreciate you so much for stopping by and giving me some of your time, gspree gang. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, week, weekend, and I'll catch you the next time you catch me.